Hello everybody, welcome back to The Start. This is the second episode. Today we're speaking with our special guest Keiran, who runs a clothing brand called No Hope. He also has a bagel shop called Smoking Bagels. He's also a rapper. So we've got a lot to talk about today. So without further ado, let's cut to the chase.
This week I took 5 meetings. I made sure everybody's eating. The cars got heated seating, cause the roads are cold and the hood's freezing. No central heating when she's got 2 jobs and she works weekends. So it's gotta start drug dealing. Self-employed, gotta do a meaning. But how can it be?
Welcome guys, we've got another episode here of The Start, run by Creative Basement and Good Start Jones. Today we have a special guest, a visitor. We've got Keiran here. Keiran runs No Hope. So, you know, round of applause. I'm giving it. Yes. Welcome to the space. How's it feel to,
It's
finally make it here?
It's good to get here, man, honestly. The vibe, I can already feel the vibe when I've landed here. Everything feels right, it's set right, so I'm looking forward to it, bro.
That's good, man. We appreciate you, we respect you because, it was a good vibe before you came here, but it's always nice to know that when a guest comes here, that they also bring a good vibe of their own.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like I was telling you earlier on, when I first met you at Sneaks and Peaks, you can just tell when somebody's got a naturally good vibe.
Yeah, 100%. Good vibe tribe.
Exactly.
That's what we say with a good vibe tribe.
Hey, I like that.
Literally, that's copyrighted. If it ain't, it's gonna be.
I was going to use that. I guess not anymore then, eh? I guess not anymore. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of work here and there. Yeah. We're going to run it in the edit as well, so you guys can see some of the work. But this is some of the stuff that he does. Would you like to introduce the brand a little bit?
Yeah, so the brand is called No Hope. That's No Hope as in no hope in a positive way. So knowledge, hope. Some of the bits we do is we do streetwear, but we're a clothing and culture brand. What we're really about is putting something more positive, something a bit more motivated into the street. So like the minute you kind of see t-shirts that say things like F you and haters and these kind of negative things.
And BITCH and just random words.
And for a lot of kids especially, their actually identity is what they wear.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's about putting something more positive on the clothes that's still cool. It's still dope. Like you don't see a kid wearing know your value, but they should be knowing their value. Mm-hmm. And you don't see kids or adults wearing hope, but we definitely need to have hope.
We do indeed.
So that's the kind of basis of it, really.
I think the one thing, when you mention that, the one thing that pops to my mind is back in the day. Okay, so you know how like you look back in the day at the pictures of you when you were like 12
Yeah.
Like that. Like back in the day, I remember my sisters and like girls back at church. I don't know what was going through their parents' minds, but they used to have jeans, and on the back of their jeans, just on the bottom, it used to say "juicy."
Yeah, exactly. A good example.
What would allow you to let your daughter wear that?
Exactly, and what's the connotation you're putting out?
Exactly.
Like to be, I don't want to sound like one of those guys, but to be underage and have back of your jeans saying "juicy,"
no,
that doesn't sit right with me.
No.
If it was my cousin, my sister, my daughter, anything like that, I would be comfortable with that.
I mean, anything there, any kind of design there, is just to draw attention to that region. So
yeah, exactly that way.
Okay, so you said no hope. Okay, so obviously you said it's not no hope. There is no hope left. It's not that.
No.
You said it's to have knowledge of hope.
Yeah, 100%.
What hope do you want people to have?
So for me, we can break down hope in so many different ways. I've got a piece with me that you guys will probably cut to, but it's the belief of knowing something that you want will happen.
Yeah.
It's striving for a positive mindset. It's motivating yourself through thoughts. Mm-hmm. So with No Hope, it was all about really putting out a message that was still cool. So I wanted it to be a cool name. I didn't want it to be something that people couldn't relate to. Mm-hmm. But it's all about success through self-belief. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that's kind of lacking. So to put No Hope as in KNOW, it's just kind of switch the whole connotation of like, you can either have no hope as in like you can literally be dead stuck, or you can know what hope is and go to whatever realms you want to. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where it's all been bred from.
I think when you don't have hope, there's nowhere that you can go. When you don't have a vision, you're literally stuck where you are.
100%.
And so I think it's a very key thing to have.
100%.
Is that kind of hope indeed. So another question, what started it? were you just sitting at home and you just thought, no hope?
I wish I was just sitting at home to start with. I'm always busy. So at the time when I made No Hope, I used to work just sideways from what I was in on the street, whatever.
Yeah.
I used to work full time. I hated it. I worked there for 7 years. I hated it, and one day I literally just said to myself, I can't come back to work tomorrow. But if I can't come back to work tomorrow, how do I make that happen?
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of person that thinks into dead ends. I kind of think of, you know, I make roads, I make bridges, I make paths.
Yeah.
So how can I not come to work? And I didn't have any idea. So I was at home, and everything kind of starts with me from music, and music's kind of the foundation of everything that I do. And I was writing down how I felt in terms of lyrics, because I come from a musical background.
Okay.
I was writing down how I felt, and I thought, oh, what would I call this song?
Okay. Yeah.
And at first I said that it was something stupid, like it was something like negative thoughts, bright ideas, and that's got no ring to it. So I wanted to bring that into something like more condensed.
Yeah.
And that's not a song you couldn't put that on iTunes and just sort of listen to negative thoughts, bright ideas. So No Hope, it just came, like literally, it's called it No Hope. Just like how you write bars and you write lyrics and you write wordplay and you write rhymes, No Hope is just what came to me. I didn't see it on a TV or see it in constellations. It just kind of came to me.
Say it again, the original line for it again.
It was something like dark thoughts, bright ideas. That was it. Dark thoughts, bright ideas.
Sounds like an album.
Yeah.
Sounds like an album title rather than an actual single.
You see what I mean?
Title. Yeah.
So I came up with No Hope, and because I've always had an artistic background, so I reached out to a guy who's a typographer. A typographer is somebody who creates their own fonts and scripts through hand, so not like technically freehand. And I said, yo, I want to have a bespoke font that's for No Hope for the CD, for the song. And he goes, yeah, cool. And it's been like 1,000 different designs. I said, I like this of that, I like this of that, I like this of that, I like that of that. And we came to what the No Hope logo was. So the next logical thing for me was, okay, let's shoot a video for the song. But for shooting a video for the song, I want a t-shirt that says No Hope to kind of brand it. Yeah. So when I had the t-shirt, I swear on my life, on Instagram, the picture's still on my Instagram now, took a picture of my best friend in the t-shirt because I brought a medium by accident and I'm not a medium. Put him in the t-shirt, put it online, and everyone was went crazy for it.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't saying No Hope for sale. It was just a No Hope.
Wearing it.
Yeah, it was just a No Hope t-shirt. It literally said No Hope, something coming soon, something similar to that.
Wow.
So like I'm the kind of person where I'm receptive, like I keep my ear to the ground. I understand what ripples are, I understand what waves are. I was like, well, people like this, let's service that let's service that need. Wow. So let's make a few t-shirts.
Okay, all right. So, see, a little bit of Denzel just came out of me for a second. Okay, all right. I'll leave that to the side. I won't bore you with that. But I always thought, obviously, just from my kind of newcomer and my kind of, just from my standpoint, from the brand, I would have just assumed that you started with the brand, but you started with music. Yeah. And then somehow, just naturally. It went from music to a song title to a t-shirt, and then all of a sudden someone's like, oh, I want that, I want that t-shirt, and it's weird how things just happen naturally.
So we've got 100%. So we've got a phrase in No Hope that we use a lot. It's on some of our clothing. It's flowing, not forcing. Okay. And the reason why it's flowing, not forcing is because literally when you believe in the flow, when you believe in the rhythm of what's happening, everything good will come from there. We don't force it. And that's exactly how No Hope came about. That was the inception. It was literally, we did a t-shirt, people liked it, did 10 more t-shirts, sold 10 t-shirts, put the CD on the back burner, never released a song, never did the video, just got put on the back burner. And then again, like I said, the t-shirt sold really well, sold maybe 30 of them. I was like, I want to do a tracksuit. I was like, well, how do you do a tracksuit? Because you don't have any. So I found a manufacturer, started doing the communication, did my research, did some designs myself, got a tracksuit done. This is 50 to start with, just starting calm. Whoa. And retailed them at like £70 each. Bear in mind, I'm not a fashion designer at this point. I'm just somebody who doesn't like their job. Yeah. That's what I am. Okay. Sold those. So that's when we knew we had something.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'll also mention, it's funny what comes from a bad job. Yeah. So for example, just from bad situations in general, a lot of people, when it comes to like breakups, this is gonna sound so random, but stick with me now. When it comes to breakups, people say that breakups make bodybuilders, whereas bad jobs make entrepreneurs.
I agree with that. I've never heard that phrase before, but that is sick.
Oh, you like it? I just made it up right now.
Break respect bodybuilders for real. But that's what it was. And to be honest, it wasn't that it was a bad job. My job was good. I was working in the banking industry.
Yeah.
I was managing businesses that turn over high revenue. I wasn't doing like in your store where you come and pay your checks.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad job. It just wasn't for me. And I think the number one thing about this whole journey, what I've been going through, is being authentic to yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
So when I was walking into work every day, I was either not 100% being me, or not 100% looking like me, or not 100% sounding like me. And I didn't like that.
Yes.
Because I didn't come into work to lose myself. I came into work to make myself.
Yes.
So it was kind of the transition from being, well, I don't like that. I want to be myself. How can I be myself unfiltered? It's like when I do No Hope, I can go to a meeting and not have to wear a suit. I like suits, but I have to wear a suit.
Every now and then. Just to surprise people, just like,
do you know what I mean?
That's
just
cool, nice, yeah.
Little things, and I just don't appreciate that people understand who work. Sometimes the way that you're spoken to around what you call little things, I think that's demeaning. No Hope is all about, it's like self-actualization. It's about self-belief. It's about being the strongest version of you. And work wasn't allowing me to do that.
Okay, so the next question I've got for you then, it's who inspires your creative vision? Because I kind of always saw you as, there has to be a creative mind behind all of this to be able to run multiple things all at the same time. There has to be something that starts off as like, oh yeah, I could do that, and then to follow it through as well. It shows even more than that. It shows resilience of and just strength of mind as well.
100%.
So I want to know, who was it that kind of wait 1 second. Who was it that kind of informed that creative kind of vision?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's something I've never really thought about in deets, but if I look into it now, the people that, as growing up, so before I even got into work, I've always studied the greats, as people say. So I would study Jay-Z's entrepreneurial. I study 50's entrepreneurial. I've read a lot. I've always been a big reader. So I think it's a combination of like singing tycoons and hip hop, because hip hop's what I associate with. Everything starts with music. So Master P, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Nipsey Hussle, Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, Steve Stout, Rock Nation as a whole, so Damon Dash, Big Kareem, what everyone's done, I've watched their patterns, and not just watched their patterns, I've deeped their patterns. So I think when it came to putting on a hat of being an entrepreneur, it's something that's kind of ingrained in me. Okay. Style-wise, for like style influences, I've always been like, I've always been a kid that likes to dress well. Do you know what I mean? I've just always been that kid. I like to colour coordinate, I like to bow, I like to contrast, I like to wear things that fit, things that don't. That's just my creative outlet. So I suppose taking influence from everywhere. There's not one brand. And No Hope doesn't look like any brand. I would challenge anyone to tell me that it does. It doesn't look like any brand. I'm not emulating anything.
Making something new.
Yeah, every time.
Wow, that's interesting. I think a lot of creatives out there, what we go through is, because I'm not trying to throw myself out there now, this is all about you, but I think one of the struggles I've always had when making things is I've got the idea, but then it's actually making the idea happen. And I found that it's always good to have backup, somebody else that's there to kind of, keep pushing you forward. Was there anyone there that was like that for you? So in the start, it was myself telling myself I didn't like what I was in, my situation, so I was my pusher. After the first kind of round of No Hope dropped, so after the tracksuit we spoke about, the same friend who I took the picture of on Instagram, Lewis, was one of my lifelong friends since we've been young. So he's always been what you call your first follower, because no matter what I'm doing, he's backing it. But anyway, after the tracksuits, he came up to me and he said he wanted to invest for a return. So he wanted to invest in headwear for No Hope. He thought that the logos though could look sick on caps. So he said if I put some money in, can I get a flip out of it basically? Because we're at an age where I need to say we're probably about 23, 24. So everything's about how can we make more money? Because that's what you think about 23, 24. Challenge you if you don't think that. So I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it, and let's do some headwear. We put his money in, headwear sold, but rather than ask for his return, obviously he's smart. He said, I want to have equity in the company. So if I want to have equity in the company, how much would that cost me? I'm going to need to put in more from what I've already had already. So we worked all that out, and he got equity in the company.
So from that point onwards, he's driving the decision making, and that's what's really important. So I don't want to talk over people said he's not interested in business. By him partnering with me, that means he had a say in what I'm doing. By him having a say in what I'm doing means I'm looking outside of my own mind. So my ceiling's been raised because we only have a ceiling, which is our own minds. And the biggest thing that Louis said to me was, he goes, you can either have 100% of nothing or have 50% of whatever figure you want, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. And that kind of that stuck with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It always helps to have friends that are just wise. Did he just come up with that on the spot? Or?
Lewis, me and Lewis have been lifelong friends, so we're really thinking a similar pattern.
Yeah.
Even to when I used to work, he still works for that company now, as well as being an entrepreneur with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's come up with it. That's just him. That's Lewis being Lewis. Okay. It's all about being authentic to ourselves, man. So and he's not a big reader, so he must have just come from his own mind. Yeah. So people are just sick.
Wow. Okay. All right then. Okay, so the next question I've kind of got for you. You said it all started with the music. I want to know, what is the first album that you either bought or you listened to? Cool. The first one that comes to mind that you remember listening to back in the day.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to give you a long story, give you a short story.
Whichever one you want. Whichever one. So you said you was on the clock, though.
So a lot of people don't know, but especially my mum was a house and garage DJ when I was young.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so I've always been influenced by house and garage. That's what my house was. So I didn't listen to reggae growing up, like most Jamaicans. It was house, garage, and then neo soul. Because that's what she liked, innit? So cool. So having that influence, listening to songs like vocal songs and listening to pirate radio when pirate radio first got big. So we're talking like 98, 99. I used to listen to it and like MC along with the songs. I remember So Solid Crew came out at 21 seconds, and that's when me and Lewis formed our friendship because we both know all the lyrics. 21 seconds. Okay, that's how deep it was.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, literally.
It's weird how things come full circle, isn't it? Yeah.
That's 2099. I'm 9 or 10 at that age. So that's a big thing to both know the lyrics.
So what year were you in at that point then? 9, 10. That's what like.
I think I was in year 3 or 4. I think I was in year 4 because I remember being in America when it came out. Yeah. I was pissed. I missed the video. I come back and I was like, have you seen the video?
That's the first like urban music that I saw. I remember I saw it on Newsround.
See.
And when it makes it to Newsround, you guys are too young for this, alright?
Yeah.
You guys are too young. But when it makes it to Newsround and it's some sort of urban music,
it's massive.
I remember seeing the cages and they were just jumping over the cages.
So I remember coming back to England. And everyone's talking about 21 seconds up. I'm like, what's man talking about? I don't know what's going on. So anyway, mum saw that I was into like grime at the time. Was like, we couldn't really call it grime, but grime. Yeah. And I swear on my life, shout out mum. One day she come into my bedroom with a stack of all Nas albums.
Yeah.
Every single one from Illmatic all the way through to at the time, I think it was maybe Stillmatic. And she goes, listen to these. She goes, if you like rap, listen to these.
Listen to something that
this is rap, this is rap. And I swear I just studied every single CD. Illmatic, I know back to back, I know every single lyric, from start to finish. But it's more about the storytelling because I've never been to New York at this point, so I could see New York.
Well, you can feel it.
Feel New York.
I know exactly what you mean.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So to answer your question in a long, short way, the first albums that I had proper interaction with that changed my life was all of Nas's, his whole discography.
Wow. Okay. All right. No, I completely understand. When you say you can feel New York, if you've not listened to Illmatic, go back and listen to it. Yeah. Because I don't know. Okay, if you compare the sound of that to say something West Coast, West Coast with all the kind of like the synths that are up there.
Talking about. You can hear it in West. You can hear the sunshine.
Yeah, you can hear it. But then in that album, Illmatic, you can feel the kind of the grunge,
the hardness.
Yeah, it feels more closed.
Yeah.
It feels
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It feels like we're in the city.
It's weird, but yeah, you completely feel it.
100%.
Completely feel it.
So yeah, that's what changed me, man.
Oh, man.
If it weren't for those Nas CDs, I don't know where I'd be now.
You had a cool mum.
Yeah, she's still cool.
Yeah, because like my parents flipping. No offense, Dad. Flipping Elvis, mate.
Elvis. Wow.
I'll be honest. Like he had a few bangers here and there. I still listen to it, but it's not Nas, is it?
No, I literally had just neo soul. I had Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Nas.
Oh, hold
India
on.
Irie.
You said the magic word, Erykah Badu.
That's the queen.
Let me just put my hand on my heart right now. Have you seen her live?
Yeah, of course. Incredible. Incredible. What an incredible woman.
I wanted to take a second. But yeah, like you feel the atmosphere surrounding that lady.
And talking about Erykah Badu, and you might not want to use this, but whatever. I remember mum having friends round, whatever was going on, and I was watching MTV Bass, and that's the first time I saw Erykah Badu, Love of My Life video.
Yes.
And I remember there's this part of that music video where she's banging the wall, rapping like this, rapping.
What's the rap there?
I wish I could remember, you know.
Knock it to your knees, make it eat.
Yeah,
That sounds weird, yeah, but
that's the one. And I swear I remember just standing there, just mesmerized, like, yo, first of all, women can do hip hop, and hip hop can be this pure.
Yeah.
And hip hop can be, I was just like, rah. And then that just changed my whole life ever.
She took it back to the fundamentals.
You get me? So yeah, they're definitely massive influences, even into the way that I am, like in terms of, I'm not a hyperactive person, I'm a laid back person.
Yeah.
I like to be in control of my pace, to know what I'm doing. I'm not eager, I'm not desperate.
Yeah.
And these kind of things I feel like I've learned from some of the great people I've listened to.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I'm glad we did this because, I don't know, I feel like, you know when you can just vibe with a person on the level, I feel like we're doing this right now.
Yeah,
man.
big man team.
Yeah, definitely,
Cool.
definitely. So there's only a few questions left. We're going to do a game as well.
Yeah.
We won't do that right now. We'll just run through the last few questions.
Yeah.
So, Illmatic, number one song on that album, what would you say?
You know what it is? It's going to be probably halftime right now. Because it's just an unexpected one. Rappers, I'm monkey shaking with the funky music.
Yeah, do that again, do it again.
That's his natural. And then what's the one where it's right into his brethren in pain? Dear bro, out of New York, the same shit is going on. The crackheads are talking, loud mouths are walking. Plus, check out the story yesterday when I was walking.
I'll be honest with you, I think I need to hear that.
You need to hear it. He's writing a letter to his friend in pen, telling him about what's going on in the ends, because obviously his friend's not around.
Yeah.
And it sorts so much things, like I even talks to the point where his friend is locked up and saying his girlfriend's been doing some mad shit and that's her business, and it's just like it's just dope. It's just dope, bro.
Man, that's serious, man. Nowadays, because obviously you still do music now.
Yeah.
You still do music now, but what do you think nowadays music needs?
Substance. It needs context. It needs bars. So when I say bars, like I don't want to sound old school, but you need to have bars. Like the flows are good, the ad-libs are dope, the melodies are sick. I'm loving what's going on, but just tell me something in that.
Yeah.
So when I say tell me something about how you feel, or what you've experienced, or what you've been exposed to, or what you would like to be. Like just tell me something.
Yeah.
At the minute, what I'm getting from music is I like vanity, but vanity's cool.
Yeah.
Because vanity's always in music. But there's no craft. It's the craftsmanship. I think, honestly, a lot of rappers have spent the same amount of time on making their melodies as they did on crafting the bars. But that's some sick music right now.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a tough question now. Who's in your top 5?
Alive or dead or what?
Go for it. It doesn't even just need to be rappers right now. It could be...
Yeah, it's really difficult. So top 5...
Or even your top 5 right now. It doesn't need to be your top 5, forever.
Top 5 current.
Current.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
J. Cole.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is in any order.
Okay.
J. Cole, 100%. Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
100%. If you don't listen to Nipsey Hussle, you need to. Seriously. J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle. Who do I get excited for when they release? Oh, Lil Wayne. I'm a massive Lil Wayne fan.
Man, I've been waiting for that. What was it?
Carter 5.
Carter 5. Been waiting for
Come out next week.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really on the whole Lil Wayne hype. I had one of my best friends.
Carter 3. Listen to Carter 3.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Because I know his metaphors are crazy.
Next level.
Real G's moving side
to side.
I mean, that's a sequel to it.
Nipsey, Cole, Wayne. Let's put someone in. I do rate Drake's songwriting. I can't say songwriting ability.
Oh gosh.
I rate Drake's vocal performance.
Yeah.
His vocal performance is incredible.
Let's give him that, because I'll be honest with you, there weren't many people singing on that kind of level. In terms of he was just doing the whole tenor thing, and he was sticking to
Literally.
the safe tenor.
Save tenor.
Not all this up their business like Chris Brown or everybody. He just stuck with what he knew, and it works.
Last one.
Yeah.
Kanye. I'm a massive Kanye fan.
I do like Kanye.
In all this controversy and everything else, what lies underneath all of that is great innovation, great creation. He's bold, he's brave, he knows how to bring a team in, knows how to execute.
I think that's what a lot of his fans don't like about his music sometimes, is that his next album, it's not going to be a new Graduation album, isn't it? And that's the thing, we don't want it to be. I mean, it's every now and then we want to be reminded, oh yeah, he can make this music, but he's always pushing the envelope. He's always trying to make something new.
I feel like controversial. I feel like people who say they want a certain sound from an artist, or they want a certain, they're hanging on to their own nostalgia. So you haven't developed from that part of your life. Yeah. Because if you used to want to hear 2004 Kanye West because it made you feel good, what is it about you in 2018 that you can't feel good from this? It's like, why are you hanging on to that part of your life?
I mean, that album's still there.
There's golden eras. There is golden eras and ages, but what you'll find is that you're more like all falls down because of where you was at the time, or what you're going through at the time, and you're more like kind of Jesus Walks because of what happens at the time. We all evolve in time. Yeah. So unless you're stuck in that one time frame, there's no reason why you should be hanging on to that.
Tell me about it. What do you think about the new album?
His last one, yeah. So
I think he did a better job at producing. I think Kids See Ghosts was sick.
That's dope.
With Kid Cudi.
I played that way, yeah.
Man, it's a madness.
I like what he did for Tiana's album as well, man.
Yeah, I haven't even heard that, to be honest.
Dope.
I need to listen to that. I'm slacking.
I'm not a massive R&B fan because of Neo Soul.
Yeah.
Neo Soul is like the elevated version of R&B.
Pinnacle, yeah.
But Tiana's album is sick, man.
Oh, man. Sick. I need to ask you, so there's other things going on. There's Smoking Bagels.
Yeah. So Smoking Bagels, that's a food place. Let's start again. Smoking Bagels is a street food brand with a restaurant. That started about 2 years ago. Yeah. So we started going up and down the UK and popping up at festivals, doing corporate catering, etc. We did a massive pop-up in the Bullring in Birmingham. We actually shut down Bullring, Birmingham. Bullring will tell you that. I don't need to tell you that. Bullring themselves will tell you that. They had to come down to us and say, we've never had a Birmingham brand rock the Bullring like this on a pop-up. Yes. So from that, was like, boom, let's open up a shop. Yes. Because no matter what, was always going to need to have a commercial kitchen. So to have a commercial kitchen that serves the shop front as well, that's a win. So it's like we opened up the shop, had that running for a year. A year birthday was August the 1st. And we still do the festivals, we still do the pop-ups. So literally, wherever you are, check if you're city. I'm not doing a pop-up this week, I'm all over the UK. I'm in Nottingham, I'm in Manchester, I'm in London, I'm in Wales, I'm in Liverpool. I'm everywhere. So
there's one shop currently.
Yeah, one shop.
Where is it?
Shop's in Birmingham, B421NL. It's 15 minutes from the city centre. So if you're visiting town to shop and you want some food that ain't McDonald's, that ain't Burger King, that ain't Frankie and Melis, that ain't boring.
Is it open on Sundays?
We edit this part out. We're not open on Sundays and Mondays.
I was feeling to go there right now.
And the whole thing with Smoking Bagels was it was supposed to bring some energy back into food and innovation into food. So I wasn't trying to set up a street food brand. Yeah. I don't ever try to do something, if that makes sense. I would do it. Yeah. But it was about like having some fun. So the food, like our signature is like the jerk chicken bagel. And that's boneless jerk chicken in our own sauce that my chef makes himself. Oh, wow. We do rainbow bagels, like rainbow coloured bagels with our own buttercream that we put inside. So like Skittles, Oreo, wedding cake, mad flavours. Then we do a vegan one. So we make everything we do ourselves. We don't buy any pre-packed shit. We cook. So you come to our shop, you'll smell it. It smells incredible. Oh dear. And we bake our bagels are not supermarket brought. They're kosher, proper bagels.
I'm supposed to be on some sort of diet right now.
I do salads.
I can't. Is it?
There's everything I do in a bagel, I do salad.
But it's not going to be the same, is it?
But it won't be the same because it's not a bagel.
You're killing me.
It's good. It's good.
Oh well, I need to try it, man. I need to try it. I'm not really doing all of my job here as the host if I haven't tried it.
You need to try it. I should have brought something really. That's my mistake.
Oh man, letting me down.
It comes back to me. So yeah, we do Smoking Bagels. Aside from that, personally, I do a thing on my personal Instagram called #Frantic Fridays. That's a freestyle I do every single Friday. Okay. No matter what. When I say a freestyle, I mean it can be any beat, any tempo. It can be a word that you're giving me to spit off. It can be something like pre-written. It could be something from a song. I just do something different every Friday. Okay. Right now we're on episode 28. So I've gone just over half the year. every single Friday. I've been in Italy doing it. I've been at NAS Festival doing it. No matter where I am, we'll get a Frantic Friday.
Okay.
That goes up. That's all been building up to the CD. So I'm putting out a CD. It's called Hope Dealer Volume 1. I don't need to explain why it's called Hope Dealer Volume 1, but
Get that CD.
get the CDs on Apple and Spotify on the 28th of September. Physical CDs in my shop, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm always kind of creating because, like I said to you, everything comes from music for me.
This guy is so busy, man. So busy.
Yeah, it's true. Kind of busy.
Sham, we need to get on this guy's level, you know. Stay in this busy.
Active gang.
Oh man. All right. Well, it's funny you mentioned the freestyling.
Yeah.
What was the title of it?
Hashtag Frantic Fridays.
Frantic Fridays.
Yeah.
Hashtag Frantic Fridays.
Search that hashtag Frantic Fridays.
It's funny you mentioned that because what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do a game, and yeah, without further ado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take five actually, 5 pieces of paper from this cup over here that Shamboy is gonna send over to us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, pick 5.
Yeah.
Once you pick one, just show the one that you picked to the camera.
Sorry.
All right, so we'll pick them. You pick one
This one right at
first.
the top.
All right, let's see what you've got.
Representative.
Do you see that? Yeah. All right, let's see what I've got. Got flipping pizza.
Hey.
Yeah, not bad. I can do something with that. All right, there you go next.
Got influence. These are all big words, you know. Influence.
Not bad. Makes it more challenging for you, you know. Hopefully this is an easy word.
There you go.
Judge.
Oh my god.
It's a sense of what
How
I'm
many
gonna
more
go
do you
through.
get? 5?
Just get 3 more.
3 more, yes, go. So this one is Polish or Polish.
Whichever one you want to go for.
Cool.
Oh man, I'm getting some really easy ones. Change.
Change.
Charge.
Charge. Pickle Rick. I don't know what that is. Pickle Rick. I don't know what that is, but it sounds mad.
Okay, so you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cameraman here, Shamboy. Yeah. Do you want to like put your hand in front of the camera, like just wave it? Yeah. So the cameraman here, he's got a shirt with. We'll put a picture of it on there as well. It's got Rick from Rick and Morty. So have you heard of Rick?
I don't watch TV, you know.
Ah, fair enough, man.
Yeah, that's what I should say. Everything's music. I don't watch TV. I watch movies and documentaries.
Yeah.
But everything's music.
I'll break it down for you. Basically, Rick is that guy there on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
He's a scientist. He found a way of turning himself into a pickle, and then he was called Pickle Rick.
Okay.
It's a pretty stupid cartoon, but it's just...
No, I've heard of Rick and Morty because obviously all the rappers talk about Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Logic especially, he loves Rick and Morty. My next word is peace.
Peace. I want that one.
Do you want to like switch some words around?
Just like Pickle Rick.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I got peace now.
Alright, wait, who's picking next?
Last one, yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, I got 2.
We need a wild card one as well.
Giants. So.
Oh gosh, you got so many long words.
I know, man.
I've got Kanye.
You got Kanye?
Kanye. You want Kanye?
Yeah.
Switch it for what?
Something like the influence.
I don't know yet. Okay.
No, I have to have Kanye. You see how I little bit.
Yeah, go for it, man. What do you think? Alright, so we're gonna cut for now. We're gonna write a few bars, if you will.
Do this song choice.
Sorry?
Do you want to do the background?
Oh, yes, that's a good point. So, how many songs have you got for us?
So we've got 5.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to choose a number between 1 and 5, and that will correlate to whatever genre we're going to do this rap to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My lucky number between 1 and 5 is 3. So we're going for 3. What do I get?
What should I do?
Correct.
Not bad.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to pick... this is going to go badly for me, I can tell already. I'm going to pick 2.
Oh, is that like movie music in it?
Oh no!
I'm glad I didn't get this.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna cut the cameras for a second. We're gonna write a few quick bars. It's not gonna be very good from me. I don't know about you, Keiran. You might be able to wrap something up with it.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to you in about 5 minutes.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're back with both written some.
Try to.
Wow, we tried. We haven't practiced it yet, so this is going to be the first run through of it. It's going to be interesting. Kieran, you ready?
Yeah, man, I'm ready, bro.
Cool. All right. So we'll say the words that we had from before.
Yeah.
So my first word was charge. It was then pizza. It was then judge. It was then influence, and then pickle Rick. Okay.
I got representative. Then I had Kanye. I had polish. Then I had peace, and then giants. Cool. Let's do it then, bro. Get back in. Yeah. So I didn't want to mention it. I'm one of Brumtown's main representatives. Been on the run twice like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Came back with good music like Kanye. To be honest, my style ain't polished, but I'm trying to break fast and I ain't talking about no porridge. Give me some peace instead of asking me for peace. I've been ducking from police and putting hope upon the streets. Feel like a giant when I'm riding on this beat in the creative basement, freestyling from my seat. Jeez. Yeah, so
That was nice. That was nice.
but you got G.
Okay. All right. Shamboy, are you ready? Are you guys ready to hear? All right. So slight technical issue. We had to change the battery in the camera. Okay. I'm still not ready, but let's just do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Another one. Yo, President T would be sick on this.
Go for it, bro.
Oh my gosh, Arsenal Sinars. What's the charge? Extra large, 4 cheese pizza. I think I need to feature. It's like the Mona Lisa. What the? What? Jeez. All right.
Knee drop.
But what a shame. It's gonna add to my punch. How unhealthy it is, you be the judge. In my defense, I'm under the influence of the hooligan.
So I think it's safe to say that I've won this one. Yeah.
Well done. Let me get to the end though. I need to share the actual bars themselves still.
Because the bars are
Okay, it's walking it, okay. But what a shame, it's gonna add to my punch. How unhealthy it is, you be the judge. In my defense, I'm under the influence of the hooligans who made the smelling here so intense. I think I'd like to sip the Rubicon, lick the topping on, rip the check on the counter and scream it's Pickle Rick. And it just didn't work. But yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. It just wasn't about
I'm at soul with that.
Yeah. I won't leave you hanging yet. So let's just forget that ever happened. And you know what? It's been a pleasure having you here.
Nah, it's been dope, man. I've enjoyed it. Enjoyed it.
We're gonna have a better game than this next time.
Nice. The game's good. It's just like
It's
gotta
just
get better.
I'm kind of crap. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'll take
The game ain't the problem.
Yo, man, I thought it was about these bars, but I'm not. We have got one more thing.
Yeah, man.
I'll just ask you to wait here for a second.
Yeah.
I need to quickly grab Paul. Paul!
He's in the other place.
Yeah, fine. You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, alright, so we got Paul.
Hey, we on? We on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh my gosh. Hey. Hey.
Bro, so... It's a character. Right, so, are you ready? So, we've brought Paul along. Paul, would you like to explain why you're here?
Well, I just want to say thanks for coming, man.
Respect, man, bro.
It's been great. I mean, I have learned so much.
Yeah.
What is it that you could share with everybody else?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do. Like, just share a tip. One tip that to get people started to actually like get them to like say, hey, I'm gonna do what Keiran does. How do I do it? Share it, man. Share us the knowledge on your brain.
Just get into it knowing that you're not gonna stop. Literally, get into it knowing that you're never gonna stop. I don't have days where I think I'm gonna have a break. I don't have days where I think I'm gonna finish. There's nothing that can take me out. There's nothing that can knock me off kill time. I'm just not gonna stop. There is no doubt in my mind, in everybody else's mind, that I'm gonna make it, whatever making it means to you. And you have to go into it with that mentality. Just don't ever stop. Simple as that.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the true spoken word of like a true. That's from the heart. That is. I've made you something.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I made
Really?
I made you something. Well, actually, I made 2 things, but
Sick.
like the guys ain't here
Okay,
yet. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
None of them came through.
Okay.
So like, but while I was making you something, it didn't turn out good.
Okay.
And you know me, it's all the great good stuff.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
had to actually do it better.
Yeah.
But like, you know what? We'll bless you with something for now.
Yeah.
and then something's popping. You know? I had no hope in anything, man. It's like, yeah.
Come on, that sounds sick.
Yeah, I actually went on your website, checked your print, and then I'm sorry, but like, I had to make it for you, man. It was cool, man. But like, anyway, we haven't got it right down ready for you.
Yeah.
But like, everyone never ever leaves empty-handed here.
Okay,
so like, I want to give you this. You know what I'm saying? It's one of our stuff, man. You've probably seen it on the website, but it's one of our things. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure what colour though, but like, you know what I'm saying? Show it to the camera. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a little satchel bag.
Yeah, that's the new tote bag.
It's something small for now, but obviously the real thing's coming at some
point. You know what I'm saying? No one leaves empty-handed here. That's the
thank you, bro.
Simple tote bag that is.
I appreciate it.
A simple tote bag. It's padded. You can do anything. You don't even like the sides on it. You got 4 different straps. You know what I'm saying? The lining's dope.
Come on.
The lining's dope, man. Zoom up on that. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
That's basically for, you know, when you got a laptop and stuff, you can put it in there. It's padded. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
That sounds dope. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that.
I'm just gassed that you came through, man. You know what I mean? You got no hope, man. You got like no hope came here, man. This is my workshop. It's fantastic.
Nah, honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate it. This is dope. I love the way you done this as well.
Oh, thanks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Little bits like that.
But I'm just like, I just wanted something extra special for you, man. There's no hope in the building.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? It's not every day I get no hope.
We appreciate you.
Nah, man.
Bro, thank you for coming through.
Yo, bro.
I appreciate
Love,
you.
man.
Yes, indeed. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for staying on to the end of the interview. Make sure you smash the like button if you liked it. I hope it was something that you all enjoyed. There are a few points that we wanted to pick up on just because we want everyone to learn that's watched the video exactly what made Keiran Frantic good at what he does. So we want to make sure we pick up on the motivators. The first motivator was that he worked in a place where he wasn't able to be authentic to himself. And so one of the things he realized was that he was going into work, but he was losing himself rather than making himself. And so he made sure that he turned that into something positive, and he made a change. That's the first positive he did. He made a change in order to fix that and be in a place where he could actually be the self that he wanted to be. Then from that, he started doing his passion, which was music, which turned into a motto, no hope, which turned into a brand, which then turned into a positive message that people could go outside and read about and know about from the t-shirts and from other branding. Which brings us to, finally, the major keys for Keiran Frantic. Major key alert. Alright, so I'm going to break it down like this. Great flows, never stop. So, firstly, great. Study the greats. Study the people that have done what you want to do. Make sure you follow every step that they've done. Figure out what mistakes they've made previously, and then just go from there. That's the first way to start. Do your research. Secondly, great flows. Flowing, not forcing, right? Make sure you don't force anything to happen. But at the same time, you need to be trying to make things happen. Something that Bruce Lee once said a while ago. There'll be blockades in the way, but if you flow around them, flow under them, just work with what you've got, essentially. Things will happen, things will get in the way, you know, mistakes will occur, but you just need to flow with it, get back on course. All right, great, flows. Don't stop. Don't stop. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself, I'm not gonna stop until I've got this sorted, until I've reached this goal. The final tip that we learned from Keiran Frantic is working in a team or working with someone else can sometimes raise your ceiling of possibilities as well. Obviously, be careful who it is that you work with. You want to make sure that whoever it is someone that you can work well with, mesh well with, and has the same mindset and the same goal as you as well. But yeah, remember, working with someone else can raise your ceiling of possibilities as well. And that is the major keys of Keiran Frantic. Major key alert! Shout out DJ Khaled. You guys make sure you tune in next time. Subscribe to the channel, alright? We've got another channel, Creative Basement. Subscribe to Creative Basement for some more fun and weird, other interesting videos as well. Some other tutorials. Like the video. You better go share it as well. And yeah, it's been good. Make sure you tune in next time, alright? Take care. Bye-bye. And that's been the start for today. Tune in next time. We don't know who it's going to be next time, I'll be honest with you. But it's going to be good. So check it out.